we start this what if off with Goku training with Whis. Nothing too bad. Just a slight bit of sparring with Goku actually able to touch him a few times. This is just the prelude to the Tournament of Power arc. This is just the standing ground, which leads into it. Goku's actually pretty disappointed in himself. He realizes that Whis is going easy on him, but Beerus and Vegeta are just in awe that Goku is actually able to land an attack on an angel. And this is actually making Beerus kind of sweat that the power of this mortal might be getting close to his own, if not matching his already. But Goku's still disappointed in himself. After a while, after some more training, this is when he decides to go to the Omni King's palace to propose the Tournament of Power. He uses the button that the Omni King gave him to arrive inside the palace and meets up with the Omni King Grand Priest. They start discussing the tournament. At this point, both of the Omni Kings are contemplating about erasing all of the universes with lower mortal counts. They keep at this discussion until Goku arrives and tells them about the Tournament of Power. The original universe is Zeno. Gets excited. That's when the future Zeno, asks what this Tournament of Power is. And the current Zeno has the Grand Priest summon all of the gods and their angels. When all of the gods of destruction arrive, they see this immortal standing next to the Omni Kings on equal standing without bowing, standing up straight, firm, kind of nonchalant if anything. This is actually kind of shocks them. They want to know this mortal's identity to be able to stand above them, to be able to stand on their feet while the rest of them have to kneel. And he actually seems kind of cordial, if not bordering on friendly, with both the Omni Kings. And the Grand Priest doesn't seem to be doing anything. This is when Zeno has all of the gods of destruction fight. Beerus included, with them all brawling it out. We seen inside the original that Beerus was one of the last ones left standing. The Omni Kings didn't enjoy this because they couldn't really see their attacks. So the Omni King asked for Toppo, the candidate for God of Destruction, and Goku to fight. This is when Goku starts off in his base form and is actually holding back against Toppo because he's massively more powerful than he was inside the original tournament at the start. And he slowly starts powering through his forms. He goes Super Saiyan 1, which pushes Toppo back a bit. Super Saiyan 2, which pushes Toppo back a bit more, slowly releasing tiny bits of his power at a time. Super Saiyan 3, which launches Toppo back. Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan God. Well, as soon as he releases Super Saiyan God, beats down on Toppo, and Super Saiyan Blue. And this is when Goku is told to get serious because the Grand Priests are starting to get bored. So Goku goes back into his base form. And and Toppo doesn't understand what's happening. This is when Goku, arrogant at this point, and actually still kind of mad for losing the Tournament of Power all those decades ago, tells him that he he's such trash that he's not even worth using his real strength against. This is when Toppo gets angry and starts going for a full power punch. But Goku, in a moment, takes his punch without even flinching and returns in kind with his own punch to Toppo's abdomen, causing him to fall on his knees. And then he grabs Toppo by his head and pushes him into the ground and throws him off the ring. After this, Goku helps Toppo up. No matter how mad he is at the Tournament of Power result from the last time, he realizes that the only reason he lost is because of his weakness. So he helps Toppo up. Toppo says to Goku that no matter what, he won't be stronger than Jiren because he is the strongest. Goku scoffs this and actually begins to laugh. And Toppo asks Goku what's so funny. He hasn't seen Jiren's power, and that's why he's able to act so cocky. That's when Goku stops his maniacal laughter, and he actually goes into Super Saiyan God, not Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God, with his real presence, and actually pushes back some of the lesser gods of destruction, which actually shocks all of the gods of destruction. But a mortal could be this powerful. And this actually makes Toppo's god of destruction sweat. But this man's power is beyond anything that he would expect for this tournament. Inside the original, he wasn't really worried about Goku's strength whatsoever, because he knew that Jiren would be stronger. But he's not sure at this point. This is when Toppo falls to his knees. He falls to his knees and asks Goku if he's really immortal, because the power he shows is on the level of a god of destruction. Goku smiles at this and says, "You'll have to see my full power during the tournament," and leaves to get all of his troops for the Tournament of Power ready. Same roster as in the original, except instead of Krillin joining, well, no, I would say Krillin still joins because the money. Who do I want to bring out? I want to bring out. No, actually, I like the original roster. Okay, let's just say this, okay? Nap was too old to fight inside the Tournament of Power. And Raditz was a bit of a coward. So fighting strong opponents wasn't really his thing, so he opted out too. So the roster is the same as in the original, except for one key difference. Goku goes inside the Room of Spirit and Time with Gohan. He takes him inside the Room of Spirit and Time because he realizes that Gohan, although he is strong, he's really let himself go. At first, Gohan objects to this, that he's plenty strong. This is when Goku breaks a simple truth to him and says that if he doesn't do his training, there's a good chance that everyone will die because he neglected it. And this is when Gohan actually thinks of Pan as well as Videl and every one of his friends. And he heads inside the Room of Spirit and Time with Goku. I'm gonna have Goku going twice. Once with Gohan and once with Vegeta. When he heads in with Gohan, he heads in with a bunch of sensu beans. Because Goku realizes that he's going to have to break Gohan's mind at this point, because he's so used to peace that he doesn't remember his battles on Namek and with Cell and everyone. Well, he hasn't really had a real battle yet. He hasn't really had a real battle yet. So he's going to put Gohan. He's making him regain his battle sense. So as soon as they start, Goku throws Gohan a sensu bean and tells him he's going to need this. Before Gohan asks why, Goku rushes in and punches Gohan in the stomach and then drops his fist on his back, causing him to throw him to the ground. Gohan is shocked. His father doesn't seem to be pulling any punches. Gohan tries to counter with one of his one of his moves that have dulled over the years, but is quickly shut down by Goku, who then kicks him in the back, injuring Gohan. It continues like this for months, every single day, with Goku helping Gohan retain his battle instinct that he had lost over all of this peacetime. When they finally exit the Room of Spirit and Time, Gohan comes out with the ferocity that was only shown inside his teen years against Cell. This is when Vegeta comes in with Goku. And their training, it's a lot like his training and Gohan's. Well, partly. They spar, then do individual training day after day with not too much different. And they leave. Everyone's ready for a tournament of power at this point. In the next episode, that's where we're going to be heading.